Imagine an attacker charging at you at full speed, with just a slight shift of your body and a fluid touch. You use their own momentum against them, bringing them to the ground in a matter of seconds. This is the mesmerizing elegance of Aikido, but deep within this peaceful philosophy lies a lethal core that is forbidden from seeing the light of day. In Tisby, though, we're diving deep in the 10 secret Aikido throws designed, not for scoring points in a competition, but for pure survival that have been banned from tournaments for being far too dangerous. If you're ready to see the true power of the samurai on the battlefield, then let's get started. First up, at number 1, we have Katigas, which I like to call the wrist-crushing crane. From the outside, it might look like a simple handhold, but when you apply it with full force, Katigashi turns into a true bone grinder. The technique involves catching the attacker's wrist and twisting it outward, using their own momentum to amplify the effect. It was originally developed to disable a sword-wielding hand in seconds. The forbidden version of this move forces the joint far beyond its biological limits, leading to permanent disability. In tournaments, you'll only ever see the gentle version, but the reality is a ruthless, fight-and-in finisher. Coming in at number 2 is Nikyo, the vice that brings giants to their knees. This is easily one of Aikido's most painful locks. Nikko creates a sensation as if your arm is being torn right out of your shoulder socket. By locking the elbow from below and spiraling the wrist inward, even the strongest attacker is forced to their knees in sheer agony. It's effective enough to shatter ligaments. This technique was historically used to completely neutralize enemies without actually killing them. It's a masterful display of leverage over brute strength, and its full power application is just too brutal for competition. At number 3, we have Shahanash, the neck-bending aesthetic. Normally, this is one of Aikido's most beautiful and flowing techniques, but everything changes when a neck leva is introduced into the equation. The forbidden application of Shahanash can cause severe cervical spinal trauma. This is due to the reverse pressure applied directly to the neck while you're rethrowing the opponent over your hip. It was designed to paralyze armored opponents in seconds. The neck-twisting variation of this move is completely banned from any competition because of its life-threatening nature. It's a stark reminder that even the most graceful moves can have a deadly side. Next, at number 4, is Sankyo, the tendon-tearing spiral. If you don't want to feel the tendons in your wrist and forearm snapping one by one, then you should probably stay away from a Sankyo master. By trapping the elbow and shoulder in an interlocking spiral, this technique uses leverage so effectively that even a small wrist movement creates explosive, devastating damage. The risk of torn ligaments and permanent joint damage is so high that tournaments simply can't allow it. It's a perfect example of how Aikido generates incredible power from subtle, precise movements. At number 5, we meet Aikido's most aggressive move, or the way of targeting the skull. In the standard version, you enter the attacker's space like a wave and hurl them backward with your body. However, in the dark version of this throw, the goal is much more sinister. You aim to slam the opponent's head directly into the ground. This knockout blow could instantly end the life of someone who is wearing a helmet on the battlefield. It tops the ban list due to the extremely high risk of brain damage, and is a powerful testament to Aikido's battlefield origins. Moving on to number 6, we have Kokinaj, which translates to uncontrolled flight, generally known as the breath throw. This technique is supposed to represent the softness and harmony of Aikido, but in its high-impact version, the opponent isn't given any chance for a safe landing. The attacker is hurled uncontrollably through the air and hits the ground hard before they even realize what is happening. Tournaments ban this because it is nearly impossible for someone who has lost control mid-air to avoid a serious injury. It's a throw that completely removes the opponent's ability to protect themselves. At number 7 is Katanage, the spinal trap. This technique sends the opponent into a circular spiral around your body. The forbidden version of Katanage applies an immense amount of torque directly to the spine. The instant, sharp twisting of the neck during this circular throw can lead to spinal displacement or even paralysis. While it was a great method for breaking the balance of armored enemies on the battlefield, it's a weapon that is far too dangerous for the modern day. The potential for catastrophic injury is just too great. Number 8 brings us to Yankyo, the silent attack on the nervous system. Unlike the other techniques that target bones and joints, this one targets your nerves directly by applying intense pressure to a sensitive point on the forearm. Waves of pain, similar to an electric shock, are sent surging through the opponent's entire arm, with a very real risk of causing permanent nerve damage. A full-pressure Yonkyo is ideal for silent and covert conflicts, but it's never suitable for a friendly practice session in a gym. It's a painful and disabling technique that operates on a completely different level. At number 9 is Tenchi Nage, the crushing power between heaven and earth. With one arm reaching to the sky and the other pointing to the ground, Tenchi Nage symbolizes perfect balance. However, in its dangerous, battlefield version, both of the opponent's shoulders are pulled far beyond their safe range of motion. This creates an incredible amount of pressure that can easily tear the rotator cuffs apart. Due to the high probability of shoulder dislocations that can take months, or Abingers, to heal, only the symbolic, safer version of this powerful move is taught in most schools today. And finally, at number 10 on our list is Juji Nage, the cross-locked elbow breaker. The opponent's arms are locked into an X position in front of their body. The lateral pressure applied to the elbows is so immense that you can actually break the opponent's arms, even before throwing them to the ground. This technique was designed to break the strength of multiple attackers at once, and is taught with extreme caution because it has the potential to end an athlete's career in a single, devastating moment. These 10 forbidden techniques are a powerful reminder that Aikido is not just a sport, it's a true art of life and death. While the modern world rightly focuses on safety and mutual respect, the roots of these movements lie in the chaotic and unforgiving battlefields of the samurai. Always remember that true mastery is measured not by the destruction you can cause, but by the control you possess. With great power always comes great responsibility. Respect these techniques, understand their history, and never use them carelessly.